How a 19-year-old heading home from work lost his life because a truck driver was careless. Want to learn what happened? Come join me as I share this tragic story with you. I'm Yao Dinizulu, a trucking accident attorney in Chicago, Illinois. Jason was traveling Interstate I-65 southbound from Chicago to Indiana. The speed limit was posted at 70 miles per hour, 65 miles per hour for semis. 4 vehicles had spun out in the snow and ice right before reaching an overpass. Jason was the last to spin out. 5 minutes later, the semi-truck swerves through the scene, hitting Jason's vehicle. The semi-truck driver testified he bore no responsibility for causing this incident, and he was supported by his employer. So we had to prove 2 significant things. The conditions on the road were hazardous to require reduced speed, and that the statements of the truck driver were not credible. In proving the conditions were hazardous, we took the testimony of one of the drivers of a Jeep involved. He said 15 minutes out, he started out at a speed limit of 70 miles per hour. But because of the hazardous weather, he dropped down to 35 miles, 15 miles before the accident site. All of the other drivers indicated they had reduced their speed. We took the sworn statements of local law enforcement, and they all testified that it was very hazardous and there was a lot of accidents going on all throughout that area. The truck driver, semi-truck, was equipped with an electronic onboard recorder. Similar to black box in airplanes, our experts downloaded the data. It showed that he was going 63 miles per hour seconds before the accident via cruise control, the top speed faster than any other vehicle. This was a violation of the federal regulations and the law in Indiana, which required reduced speeds in hazardous conditions. The defendant's safety director policy indicated that you do not use cruise control in hazardous conditions. We established that the defendant falsified driver's logs and record speeds. Driver fatigue contributes to many tractor-trailer accidents every year. Federal regulations establish that the maximum time for drivers may safely drive is 70 hours in one work week. The reason the hours are restricted is to keep fatigued drivers off the public ways. The recording for the trips of this accident before showed that he was claiming to complete trips that required speeds of 86 miles to 128 miles per hour. The top speeds on his actual vehicle was 63 miles per hour. So he was driving when the law said he couldn't. The truck driver and the employer faced risk of future prosecution for falsifying driver logs. This case settled for 7 figures before trial. If you have a question about trucking accidents that you are involved in, contact our office. We handle these types of cases all the time. I'm Yao Dinizulu, trucking accident attorney in Chicago, practicing throughout Illinois. Thank you for joining me.